Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be all about this little chunky baby right here, Annabelle. If you're new to my channel, I'm basically, I've turned into like a motherhood vlogging type channel as of late. So I do videos pretty much every single day for the most part on baby updates, mother updates, navigating like being a wife. What else? Like navigating motherhood, talking about beauty and fashion sometimes. So definitely hit the subscribe button if you are new and press the like button if you like baby updates and if you think Annabelle's super cute. But today's video is all about her, and it is her 4-month update. She's obviously teething or doing something, I don't know, discovering things with her mouth. Not sure if she's really teething yet, so she'll probably do that during the whole video. But today's video, I wanted to share with you guys some updates on her. She's definitely changed so much during her 4 months. I remember when I first had Annabelle, when I was going through just a lot of changes and just basically coping with breastfeeding for the first time and dedicating my life to another human being, which can be very overwhelming if you've never done it. And my lactation consultants and also my pediatrician kept telling me that something magical happens at around the 3 to 4 month mark of a baby's life, and the parents basically end up settling in. Everybody is a lot more calm, and I don't know, you just are a lot more at peace with your new baby, and emotions and anxiety is definitely not as high as it once was. And honestly, at the time, I just kind of like shrugged because I was dealing with a lot of just hormonal changes and stuff that happens when your baby is first born. So I didn't really think much of it. But once the 3-month mark hit for her, I have just become so much more, I don't know, just less anxious and more at peace. I kind of like fell into the motherhood role a lot better. But anyways, this video is not about me, but I just thought I would tell you guys that because I know there are a lot of new moms that watch my channel. So definitely look forward to that 3 to 4 month mark because things get so much more, I don't know, you just feel more secure with being a mother and having a little baby that depends on you 24/7. But to move on to some of Annabelle's updates, some changes that have happened this past month is she's obviously teething a lot more. I don't know if it's teething. I don't know. I feel like I get a lot of mixed messages about teething because I read a lot, and a lot of you guys tell me that your babies sometimes get teeth at 3 months, which is crazy. She definitely doesn't have any teeth yet. Or sometimes it can take all the way up to 9 months for your first baby's tooth to come in, but she's definitely teething. I don't think this is like her discovering her hands. I just think it feels good on her gums, and I do see a little bit of white underneath her gums. Not sure if that's teeth or if that's just milk. Like, I don't know. It's really hard to look in a tiny baby's mouth. She does not let me very often, so yeah, I think this is teething. You guys can let me know in the comments what you think. But yeah, so she has been kind of like putting her fist in her mouth. You guys know that we don't use well, it's not that we don't use pacifiers. She doesn't like pacifiers at all. I tried to put one in her mouth even when she's sleeping, like when she's trying to like root for something or trying to find the boob. I tried to put one in there and she's like, ugh, like even in her sleep she doesn't like it. So I think we've kind of missed the mark on that one. She just loves putting her hand on any kind of human part. She will like gnaw on my shoulder when I'm holding her. She'll gnaw on Doug's arm or his hand. We just have to make sure our hands are clean at all times because she will somehow find our mouth to our hands. The next thing that is obviously a big thing that happened this month is she has become pretty much exclusively breastfed. I'm not going to say 100% because there have been some instances where I've given her an ounce or two just because I don't know. I don't have a good reason for it, but I just felt like I wasn't giving her enough milk, which is ridiculous, but it's every mom's kind of like, you know, main concern when their baby is growing. She's pretty much on breast milk at this point, but I do still have to pump throughout the day, not as much as I used to, but I do have a video all about how I increased my breast milk supply and how I went from pretty much formula feeding to exclusively breastfeeding, and if you haven't seen that one, I will link it below. But yeah, so she seems to be doing really well on breast milk. So far, I think she weighs 14 pounds, 8 ounces, which I looked up online. We haven't gone to her pediatrician appointment yet, but I looked up online and that means she's in like the 75th percentile, and we tried to measure her height like based against her weight. Not sure if that's actually accurate because obviously I'm not a doctor, but she does seem pretty chunky, and it's just funny how, you know, many different baby sizes there are on the map, and a part of me just feels like those, I don't know, weight comparisons and just like that chart that all the pediatricians base your baby's weight off of is just kind of like a little bit pointless, only because I know some people that were really small babies that grew to be 6 feet tall and really big. So I just don't know how accurate or how trustworthy those things are. To a certain extent, obviously it's like, you know, basing her genes off our genes. So Doug and I aren't the tallest, biggest people, but she seems to be growing pretty well. And I honestly think that might have something to do with the fact that she was formula fed. Not exclusively, but she did get more formula obviously than a, you know, exclusively breastfed baby in the very beginning. So I think that's why she gained so much weight so quickly. She's now fitting into 3 to 6 month old clothing. It took her a while. She fit into newborn sizes for quite a while, and now she is outgrowing all of her like 0 to 3 month clothes. This is actually 6 months and it's a little big. You guys are gonna ask, this is a little romper and it's from beautyofthebelle.com, and I have a 15% off code. I'll leave it below, but it's Hayley15. Super cute. It's like seersucker. This is what the back looks like. So cute. Again, it's kind of big, but she doesn't mind it. And her little flower bow is from Carter's. So I've been noticing so many different things that Annabelle has been doing lately, especially because I spend pretty much every waking minute with her since I'm at home so often. But basically she's been, I don't know how you describe this, I don't know like the scientific term, but you know when like you walk around the room and your eyes can like follow a certain object? Well, when I hold her on my shoulder, normally she just like look to the right and like follow just like whatever was on the right side of me. But if she has her eyes fixed on something, now when I'm holding her, she will like turn her head like 180 degrees, I think that's halfway, and she'll find the object she was trying to look at. So sometimes she'll like hit me in the head with her big ol' head, or she'll like, I don't know, hit me in the lip and it will hurt, which has never happened before, but I think it's so good because that means she's like, I don't know, more aware of her surroundings. She is really gumming my hand right now like crazy, but she's just becoming more aware of her surroundings and more interested in certain objects that catch her eye. Another thing that I've noticed, and I'm not sure if this is actually her trying to crawl, that's what Doug says, but it kind of looks like she's trying to crawl when we put her on her playmat. I don't know, it is hard to crawl on that playmat because her feet like don't really have anything to grip to since it's like really thin material, but when we put her on the floor or like just like on a hard surface, she'll like kick her legs out really hard, and if we put our hand behind her feet, she will kick off our hand and move a little bit, which is super exciting. The next thing she's been doing a ton is laughing. She really started laughing in her 3rd month, but this month I swear her whole face like lights up and she laughs at the strangest, well not the strangest thing, I guess it's typical, but I could not make her laugh for the life of me. And then one of my friends came over and started making, this is weird, but starting making fart noises at the baby, and Annabelle literally could not stop laughing. I don't have it on camera, I'm so annoyed. I have it on my phone, or I had it on Snapchat, but she made so many like laughing noises for a good 10 to 20 minutes. It was so long, so that might be something you're not into, but you should really try making those types of noises at your baby to see if they laugh, because it's really the only thing she finds the most amusing, which of course would happen because she's a baby and they laugh at the strangest stuff. So try to make those noises if you can. I seriously cannot make them with my mouth, but maybe your husband can. But yeah, that's just a weird tip if you want to try to get your baby to laugh. As far as her sleeping patterns go, they are so good. We have not hit this crazy scary 4-month sleep regression I've been hearing about for pretty much, you know, since right when I got pregnant. I heard about this sleep regression, and ever since I've been scared from it. So it hasn't hit yet. She slept all night last night, which I know I am so lucky, and most nights she only wakes up once, and I think it honestly is easier for us because we do co-sleep. So when she does wake up throughout the night, it's not like a super abrupt wake up. I don't have to walk into another room or pick her up out of a bassinet or something. I just have to get her out of the dock cot and breastfeed her back to sleep. Some people might think that that's a really bad habit to form, but I've been reading and I don't think you can spoil a 3 or 4 month old baby. We haven't really started sleep training yet. I don't really know if we're gonna start anytime soon. I do eventually want her to sleep in her crib, but it is honestly not just me. Doug does not want her to sleep in her crib. I always kind of assumed that the husband would be the one to want the baby to sleep in their own room. Oh my gosh, she's yawning. But that is not the case in our situation. He loves waking up next to her, and our favorite part of the entire day is whenever Annabelle wakes up, because she's just like smiling and laughing and cooing and kicking. It's so cute. One thing that we have noticed this month, and I'm sure you probably already know from our vlogs, but Annabelle loves nature, and I think that's just pretty much every baby. Doug thinks she's something special. You know, I feel like the dad is always the one to be like, my baby's so special. You know, I don't know. But we noticed that whenever we go to my parents' house, she seriously is rarely fussy. She loves to look outside. She loves to hear the birds. She loves to be swung on the swing outside in my parents' backyard. She loves to walk around and look at the grass. And my parents have a really magical house, so I don't blame her. But it is seriously the cutest thing, and it just makes me want to get a backyard. I think I mentioned this in a vlog last week, but it makes me want to get a backyard even more because I know she would have so much fun eventually running around, and just us spending more time outside. I think like it just stimulates her to where she sleeps better and she's not as fussy. She has more things to look at, because when you're inside all the time, at least in my experience, babies just tend to get bored, I think, and especially around the 3 to 4 month age, they really need like entertainment and stimulations. And with that being said, I've actually started to, I feel like she's going to sleep just like in every monthly update video. I feel like I should start rocking her to sleep. But anyways, I've actually been looking up some mommy and me classes to take her to, because I just feel like, I don't know, since we don't have a backyard and I work from home, and honestly I don't have a lot of friends in my area. All my friends, as you guys know, live kind of far away from me. They live like an hour away in Orange County, and they don't have kids. A lot of them aren't married yet, so I am kind of just like a lone wolf, like navigating this motherhood thing by myself. So honestly, the most connection I get, this is so sad, to other moms is watching YouTube videos. But I do think that it hinders Annabelle from being around other babies and just like having more interaction with people, since I don't know a lot of people in my area, since we kind of just moved here like 2 years ago. So I've been signing up for a lot of mommy and me like play groups. Some of you guys recommended that I go to the library. They have like, I think they're called like lap sit classes or something. I haven't been to one yet, but I'm assuming that you just put your baby on your lap, and I guess there's like music or books for them to listen to. I don't know what happens at those things, but I'm excited because it's free, first off, and second off, she can see other babies her age and just be around more, I don't know, stimulating things than just the walls of our apartment. The other one that we signed up for is Mommy and Me Yoga, which is not something I necessarily want to do. I'm not like the biggest pay for workout classes kind of girl. I don't know, I don't like spending my money in that way, which is really bad, but that's just kind of how I am, especially since it is a lot of work to get her, go to the class, make sure she's fed, make sure she's not fussy, and make sure she's awake. I feel like when we go to the class, she's going to be asleep anyways, so I'll just get a workout class out of it. But I do want to try and attempt to do things more for her. I feel like before I didn't really have to, because she kind of just slept and ate, but now I think she's bored. Like, she looks kind of bored right now. So that's what I have planned for this month. I always get asked the question how Annabelle can go to sleep on her own, and I don't think I've ever said she can go to sleep on her own. I think you guys just assume it because I will like video her sleeping, but trust me, it is such a mission putting her to sleep at night, especially recently. She always gets fussy in the evenings. I think it's just a growth spurt kind of thing, but yeah, basically Doug has to rock her like this. We call it the car seat position because she falls asleep in the car seat, so Doug tried to mimic it and one day it just kind of stuck. This is the only way she'll go to sleep, if he like rocks her like this. And yeah, that's how she goes to sleep for the night, and during the day she goes to sleep on the boppy, and then I'll lay her in the DockATot and she will usually sleep in there. But other than those things, there's not really too much to update you guys with this week. She's super cute, she's super chunky. I feel like this is my favorite age, and I don't know if I'm the only mom that feels this way, but it sounds so bad, but I will literally tell Doug that every time she does something new, I'm really excited about it, but at the same time, I kind of cringe. I don't know why I'm saying this on camera, but I kind of cringe because that means she's growing and developing, which I know is a good thing, and I want her to develop, and I should be very grateful that she is developing, but that just means that she's growing up, and she's never going to be this, oh my god, she's going to sleep again in every video, I swear. But that just means she's not going to be this age again, and it makes me very emotional, so I'm totally that mom, like, for reals. So anyways, that is it for this video. If you guys liked it, then give it a thumbs up below, and make sure to subscribe to my channel if you are new. I put out new videos pretty much every single day. I also do a lot of daily vlogging with Annabelle and my husband Doug, and I'm pretty excited right now because hopefully I can put her in the crib, which I doubt was going to happen, and she might go to sleep. So thank you guys again so much for watching, and we will see you in our next video. Bye guys!